started drinking and using when I was about 13 years old. Not too heavily. It progressed. When I was 16, I had gone to a house party and woke up to the kid's father with me. That progressed. I felt worthless. I felt kind of like garbage after that. So I was surrounding myself with people and putting myself in situations and relationships with men who would treat me how I was feeling, like crap. It's really hard for me not to swear, so I'm trying really hard. So then I had a series of more abusive relationships after that. But things really started spiraling out of control, I would say, the last year and a half. Just prior to that, actually, I was in a relationship for 2.5 years, and he belittled me to the point where he convinced me to try and kill myself. And so I tried, and fortunately, I did not succeed. I'm standing here. So it was shortly after that that I stumbled upon the book, The Secret, and started practicing the law of attraction in my life, and it really did pull me out of the muck. Then again, over the years, I was still using. I couldn't shake it. I would try and stop, keep going back. And then it got to the point where, again, I was looking for things that I couldn't find in myself in men. And I had thought I met someone who meant a lot to me, and he was just filling the void of all the things that I didn't have. So when that didn't work out, I tried to kill myself again. And lucky again, I'm still here, so that's good. But I realized that I couldn't stop on my own. I couldn't stop using. I couldn't stop drinking. And that I needed help, and something had to change. And so I decided to get help and go to 1,000 Islands. So I'm very grateful for that treatment center. Over those years, I realized there was a lot of things that I was punishing myself for. I thought I was to blame for the things that were happening to me. But in the center, I had made the connection that everything bad that has happened to me, or every regrettable decision I have made, or anything of that sort, roots back to drugs and alcohol. So I knew there was a lot of things that I had to let go of, that I couldn't dwell on the past, and that I had to work on myself and work on loving myself. So a pivotal moment for me in the treatment center, I'm an avid baseball player, and so my counselor, I was in the treatment center end of January, most of February, and February 12th of this year marked 10 years from when I woke up to the kid's father with me. And he said, we're going to change that date. So that day, my counselor, Alec, love him, he threw me a baseball. So I was playing with it all day. Finally, he was like, "Okay, it's time." So we're just tossing the ball back and forth, just talking about it. Talking about a lot of things, and then for those of you who know the treatment center, there was like a very long dock, and then it's the lake. So he walked me down that dock, and he asked me if I was ready, and I said, heck yeah. And he was like, throw it. I wrote the date on the baseball, February 12th, and he said, throw it as far as you can. He's like, it's time to let it go. And I threw that baseball so far, I have no idea where it went, and I'm sure it's right in the bottom now. And in that moment, I started crying, and I just felt so free and so liberated. And I knew that this is my time to fix me. The past is done, I can't change it, and that's okay. And that day forward, I knew that I had to start loving myself. That was a very, very big thing for me. And I just had to put the work in, and, I had to change everything in my life, my mindset, what I was doing in my day-to-day life. And so I did. And I work each and every day. I journal. I focus on things. I cast spells in the mirror, tell myself I love myself, the 4 agreements, be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. I say those to myself every day. And, you know, I know I'm not perfect, but as long as I'm putting the work in today and being honest, open-minded, and willing with myself, I'm now 3 months sober, right? 90 days, yeah. And I, again, like, just taking the time, you know, when I do make mistakes or feel a little broken or things start popping back into my head, just reminding myself that it's okay, that, you know, I love myself and that this is possible. And, you know, I've never tried to kill myself sober. And that's another big thing that's keeping me going, that I want to be here today and I want a future. And sobriety is definitely my future, and I feel like I've won the lottery with it. So I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you.